Hello and welcome to another tip on Power BI brought to you by ExcelChamp and IntelliSoft Systems. Hi, my name is Vinay Prakash. In today's tip number 6, I want to share with you how fixing the y-axis in Power BI visualizations can help you see certain things which may not be possible when the scale is changing automatically. The key purpose of this technique is that it provides us with a better comparison in terms of absolute values, and a changing scale can make you miss certain details. So let me show this to you. So here we have the AdventureWorks sample database from Microsoft. I already have a slicer on the color of the product. So let's create a visualization. I'll add a column chart, and here we will display the total sales by quarter. So we have the total sales showing up, and then from the calendar we can pick the fiscal quarter into the x-axis. So here we have a nice looking chart ready to visualize. As you can see, now that we have a chart, we will be able to visualize this information just by clicking on the slicer. So we can see that we are looking at the blue color now and the gray color, which looks like hardly sells, multi sells a bit, and then red, silver, blue, white, yellow. They all seem to be selling well in the fourth quarter. But the key thing is, although it looks nice that we are able to slice, the key thing is that the difference is difficult to spot between the different colors. I'm not talking about the different quarters. That one is quite evident. But what about the comparison between different colors? So first of all, to simplify, let us display the y-axis labels slightly bigger. We'll go to the format painter, and in the y-axis, as you can see, the font is a bit small, so I'll increase the font size a bit, and we will also display the data labels. So for the data labels, let us switch them on, and now they're visible, but pretty small font. So we'll increase this also, and maybe we'll change the font family to Arial black, and that's how it will look neat and clean and bright enough. Probably we change the color to blue as well. Okay, so now we can see that we have sold black, and now it's easy to compare 1.9 million to 2.6 million. Blue is 0.3 to 0.78. So again, it's a almost threefold increase. And as we can see, different colors. But the key difference is that you can see that the multicolor, it's in K, that is thousands. Whereas when we go to the red color, that's in millions. Now, most of the time, the bars are pretty much 50 to 70% filled bars. Therefore, we can see the values, but it is difficult to compare. To compare, let us look at a copy of this. So I'll create a duplicate of this visualization, copy, and let's do a paste. We get an exact duplicate, which I will then position probably around here. And I will make my changes in this chart, so then you will be able to compare both the charts. So here I can see that the values go all the way to 2.5 million, and for black color they can go until 3 million as well. So let's see, do we have any value greater than 3 million? Doesn't look like it. So probably we can keep 3 million as our higher bound. So in this chart, we'll go to the format painter, y-axis, and what I'll do is, instead of leaving the start and the end as auto, I'll say that the lowest is 0 and the end value on the y-axis will be $3 million. So as we can see now, we have reached 3 million. You need to put in 6 zeros, and now the value is fixed from 0 to 3 million. So although they are identical charts, but what now happens is that you can see at black, this is reaching almost the same. When we go to blue, now you can see the difference. Previously, between blue and black, it might have looked pretty much the same on the chart on the left. But when you look at on the right hand side, there is a big difference. This shows you that blue sells at least 70% less compared to black. And as we go to different colors, you can see that multicolor is hardly there in any comparison. And for red, yes, it is competitive, 1.8 to 2 million. Silver is less than that. Silver black is hardly selling, and white is also not selling. So now it's pretty easy to compare yellow with silver, and we can see that it's pretty much the same for yellow and silver. For example, now we compare it with the red, so we can see that red sells more than silver. So in this way, it is pretty easy to compare the different colors and then see where the sale increases or decreases, whereas this becomes slightly difficult with the chart on the left, because although the values keep changing and they're still showing correctly, it is difficult because you must visualize this in your own mind, because the scale is right now at 2 million, but if I go to silver, it is still at 2 million, and when we go to blue, it suddenly becomes 0.8. When we go to black, it changes to 3 million. So while this keeps changing all the time, it creates a problem, and multi like hardly sells. Although it is visible here, it's not a big difference, and when you look at on the right hand side, then you can see that this multicolor hardly sells compared to the other colors. Now I am not saying that always use the chart on the right. You need to see by balancing your needs and the needs of your customers, your people visualizing the information. Sometimes the chart on the left is what is required, and other times to clarify you might need the chart on the right hand side. So at least now you have one more technique up your sleeve to decide what kind of scale do you want. Do you want to leave it to Microsoft Power BI to decide, or do you want to have some control on it? So I hope this will help you in creating better visualizations. Do share the video, do like it, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. All the best.